As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so life well used brings happy death. I thought I was learning to live, I was only learning to die. It had long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. A poet knows he has achieved perfection not when there is nothing left to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. I awoke only to find that the rest of the world was still asleep. The greatest deception men suffer is from their own opinions. Obstacles cannot crush me, every obstacle yields to stern resolve. All our knowledge has its origin in our perceptions. He who possesses most must be most afraid of loss. The smallest feline is a masterpiece. One can have no smaller or greater than mastery of oneself. Study without desire spoils the memory, and it retains nothing that it takes in. It is easier to resist at the beginning than at the end. Water is the driving force in nature. Learning never exhausts the mind. Nothing strengthens authority so much as silence. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. My body will not be a tomb of other creatures. He who does not oppose evil, commands it to be done. Every now and then, go away, have a little relaxation, for when you come back to your work your judgment will be surer. Wisdom is the daughter of experience. He who wishes to be rich within a day, will be hanged within a year. Art is the queen of all sciences, communicating knowledge to all the generations of the world. Details make perfection, and perfection is not a detail. He who thinks little, errs much. The function of the muscle is to pull and not to push, except in the case of the genitals and the tongue. Life without love is no life at all. Realize that everything connects to everything else. Art is never finished, only abandoned. We must doubt the certainty of everything which passes through the senses, but how much more ought we to doubt things contrary to the senses, such as the existence of God and the soul? Why does the eye see more clearly and asleep than the imagination when awake? There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, those who do not see. God sells us all things at the price of labor. Intellectual passion drives out sensuality. In rivers, the water that you touch is the last of what has passed and the first F that which comes, so with present time. All sciences are vain and full of errors that are not born of experience, the mother of all knowledge. A painter should begin every canvas with a wash of black, because all things in nature are dark except where exposed by the light. painting is poetry that is seen rather than felt, and poetry is painting that is felt rather than seen. I have offended God and mankind because my work didn't reach the quality it should have. It is an acknowledged fact that we perceive error in the work of others more readily than in our own. As you cannot do what you want what you can do. I love those who can smile in trouble. He who loves practice without theory is like the sailor who boards ship without rudder and compass, and never knows where he may cast. Marriage is like putting your hand into a bag of snakes in the hope of pulling out an eel. Blinding ignorance does mislead us. If you are alone, you belong entirely to yourself. If your wife slept with another man, she has already sinned and no longer returned to being faithful. Our life is made by the death of others. The deeper the feeling, the greater the pain. Those who, in debate, appeal to their qualifications, argue from memory, not from understanding. The knowledge of all things is possible. One has no right to love or hate anything if one has not acquired a thorough knowledge of its nature.